I was in my office when it started. Suddenly, the earthquake hit. All I could do was to crawl under my desk, and I was praying. After that, when it stopped, lots of dust. Went downstairs, there were students that were trapped. We were looking for them, we dug and dug and dug. We dug until 1 a.m. You don't know what tomorrow held at that point. I tend to wake up at night and be thinking, God, is it going to happen? Are we going to get enough help? Are we going to make it?
The presidency tends to be a very lonely job, and he needs someone in whom he can confide and someone who can help him feel that he is not alone.
I am now the president of Step Seminary. I did not want it, so I started on September 1st, and school started on September 2nd.
Most of the presidents don't go to the theological institution to be the president. Then they find themselves in the president's role, and there are many tasks for which they're not prepared.
I did what I could. I talked to people I could talk to. Still, it was not getting me to where I was supposed to go. When you think about more than 200 students coming in, and everyone is going to need some help going up to that point, I felt the burden right then.
I start praying God about that also and say, God, I would like to come to STEP. It was really hard for me because I didn't have a job. My wife didn't have a job. At the time, it was very hard for me to have the money to pay.
I can't sleep. It was not like this before. When I was dean of students, students would come to me to share stories.
This is, for now, my hope that God will provide for all the other things that I need. God will provide.
The reality, they want to finish, they want to do it, they are willing.
God, do you want me to be here? If you want me to be here, I'll be here.
And as the president, I have to worry about it. It's just heavy.
We offer a unique hands-on training so that they can lead the schools, lead the institutions that are producing leaders for the Lord's Church year after year.
That institute was exactly what I needed. It was like an eye-opener.
We call this tool the Institute for Excellence in Christian Leadership Development. I love it because it's effective.
The first thing I learned was that I was not alone, and almost everybody had the same situation.
It brings the leaders from our partner seminaries in the given region together for 3 or 4 days around a theme that has bubbled up out of that region.
And Overseas Council brought us together. We were able to encourage each other, to pray with each other and share. What we got from the Institute got us to a point where we were not before.
If you ask me, how do we do it? I don't know how we do it, but God does that. He's using these institutes as an instrument to produce transformation inside the institutions.
The challenges we have ahead of us are not things that we can tackle ourselves. We can't.
I think that's what I see in Wadestrand. These circumstances are going to strengthen his faith, but he is not naive about the challenges that are facing him.
with the support that we need, with the skills that we need, with the tools also that we need for this to work.
So when I see people like Wallstrand and his team, they stay. This is our spot of influence.
I remind myself many times that, Wawa, it's not you, it's God.
I think that God is helping me. And if God is helping me, He wanted me to be there. He wants me to be there to learn to serve. And I want to serve.
The seminary, this is a big deal. That has people represented in them that come from all over Haiti.
That society needs leaders with the capacity to stand. With God's help, we can continue.
You would be amazed to see how God is blessing what we are doing here. It's people that God is training for something serious. And when we see it, we say, wow, we are worth something.